Okay, let's get stuck in. This lesson is going to consist of two videos. The first video, I'm going to discuss what materials you're going to use, and the second video, we're going to start with actual techniques. And that will conclude Lesson 1, Grade 4, Term 3. So, to start with, you're going to need two A3 size pieces of white paper. If you're in lockdown and you can't get hold of A3 for some reason, or you can't afford A3, then you can use A4 paper. That's also fine. You are going to need pencil crayons, and I'd really like you to, if possible, get a fairly good quality. Even if it is just the Colleen pencil crayons, they are absolutely fine. If you get the really cheap ones, they can tend to be a little bit waxy, and then you can struggle to get the techniques and the effects that you need from pencil crayons. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a ruler, a pencil, and two different size circles to draw around. And each circle, this happens to be a dinner plate, each circle needs to fit comfortably on your A3 piece of paper. So that's the larger circle, the bigger one. And then I've got the salad bowl as my smaller inner circle. Okay. And then lastly, but most importantly, you are going to need inspiring materials for yourself and for the learners. So what that means is basically printing photographs or collecting books with photographs of animals. And I must say the education department from the Overberg is supplying the most gorgeous photographs of animals that you can print out. So really take a look at those, because I don't think you're going to need to look further. So I have got some rather large ones. You certainly don't need photographs this big, but I managed to get hold of a beautiful calendar with wonderful photographs of animals. And I'm going to be using this leopard as my inspiration for the whole course. The next thing I'd like to talk about is how to help or assist learners to access an animal that has meaning for them. Art has a very therapeutic quality to it. It's not just about making something pretty or beautiful to put on the wall. So I'd like you to take the time to help learners to find an animal that they really identify with, an animal that has qualities that they might want or that they might need. It could be qualities such as maybe a cheetah being speed and gracefulness. It could be strength, the strength of a bear or the strength of a lion. It could be, some quality that they might need or identify with that is really special to them. And they're going to be working for a whole term with this animal. So if you could assist them to choose an animal that really has a special meaning. I also want to point out that the education department is supplying with this particular theme an imaginative, inspirational visualization where the learners can close their eyes and go into a visualization and imagine meeting this animal, and basically start using their imagination to enter into this art project, looking at its markings, the color of its eyes, what it's doing. So take the time to, in the first lesson, really to make it a special experience for the learners. So that brings us to the end of this particular video. I'd like you to gather all your materials and your inspirational pictures, and in the next video we are going to start with the techniques. Thank you.